Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrew and today I'm going to be talking about doing waypoints with the new Mini 5 Pro. Now waypoints allow you to set up a specific path for the drone to fly. Now it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an experienced pilot, but mastering way shots with your drone can really help level up your footage. So I'll go through with you step by step exactly what needs to be done to help you get buttery smooth cinematic footage. So as I said, waypoints let you set up a predefined route for your drone to take. So within this, you can do a number of settings. You can set the altitude, the heading, the pitch gimbal. You can also do camera actions along the route. So this means you're going to get better consistency for the entire flight, knowing that everything is going to go spot on and you're not going to be drifting from left to right or up and down or having the camera at the wrong angle for whatever it is you're filming. So you could, for example, set up a complex orbit shot around a subject, or you could do a low flyover of a landscape or a dramatic pullback that pans out at the same time, all without touching the sticks at all, just letting the drone do everything automatically. Now, whether or not you're using the RCN3 with your phone, using the RC2 or the RC Pro 2, using waypoints is exactly the same across all the DJI controllers. Now, another nice thing to do with waypoints is the day to night transitions. So this means you film a scene during the day, you fly the mission, and then you can come back when it's dark, you've got the city lights on or whatever. Because the waypoint mission is stored, you fly it again and you're going to get exactly the same trajectory and footage, and then you can merge the two into one to give you a nice blurring effect from the day to the night. So the first thing I do is put the drone up into the air, then I'm going to put my glasses on because I'm not going to be able to see it otherwise. Okay, so I need to get the drone launched. As you can see, I've got 33 satellites, or 32 satellites, that's plenty. Just launch it. So on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see a wavy line for the waypoints. So we need to click onto that, and then that's going to bring up the plan the waypoint flight. And then you can see it says press the C1 button to add a waypoint. So what we need to do now is to fly the drone to the first point that we want it to be. So for me, it's going to be the start of the pier. So I'm going to move the gimbal down. And I'm going to position the drone where I want it to be to start the flight. So I'm going to line it up. So that now is where I want the flight to start. So I press the C1 button, and you can see now at the bottom it's brought up a little icon showing the drone's current position. So now I'm going to fly it down to the end of the pier. Now it doesn't matter where I fly the drone for this, so you can see I'm going off to the left. And then I'm going to bring it back. And now that's the second shot that I want to do. So I'm going to press the C1 button again. And you can see that's locked in the second one. So now I'm going to go across to the end of the pier. And this time I'm going to bring the gimbal right the way down. So it's looking directly down at the pier. Let's bring it back a little bit. And I'm going to want it there. So again, that's going to be my third point. Now I'm going to put the drone right up in the air. That's going to be my fourth point. And now I'm going to bring the gimbal up. Bring the drone back slightly. That's going to be my fifth point. And now I'm going to turn the drone around, have it looking down at the bottom of the pier. That's going to be my 6, and then I'm going to fly it back. So I'm going to fly it back straight, but when I get down to the bottom, I'm going to drop the drone down. So although the drone for this last manoeuvre has flown across and then come down, what should happen in the waypoints is that from the last position, it's going to go diagonally down to where it is. It's not going to fly across and then drop. So I'll add that last one. Now, if at any point you make a mistake, if you press the little arrow at the end of the waypoint sections, that's going to delete the last waypoint that you entered. Now, on the left-hand side of the screen, you've got an icon which looks like a piece of paper. If you click on that, that's going to give you the option to save the waypoint mission so you can use it again. So now, again, if I click on that icon, you can see that it's got the waypoint listed. So I can click on that and it's going to load it in and I can fly it again. Now on the right hand side I got 3 dots. Now if I click on that, it's going to give me some more options for the actual flight. It's going to ask me what the global speed is going to be, what I want it to do at the end of the flight. So in this case it's going to return to home. If it loses signal, what I want it to do, and again it's return to home and where to start. So I'm going to increase the global speed up a little bit to say 6 meters a second, and I'm going to click on go. And now the drone's going to turn around and it's going to fly to the first position of the waypoint and then start the mission from there. And then you can see on the screen as well, it'll tell you how long the mission's going to take, which is going to be 1 minute 31 seconds, and how many waypoints it's going to do, which is 1 of 7. So you can see now that it's flying out. It's not diverting the way that I did when I was positioning the drone. When I went over to the left, it's just flying in that straight line from point A to point B. And the gimbal's staying exactly where you want it to be. Now at any time you can stop the mission and have it come back to you if you wanted to. So now as you can see from the footage, the gimbal is being nice and smooth. So as you can hear now, the mission's been complete. The drone is just returning to my location. And this is the spot, as in every other video, where I say I'm not sponsored. So if you could do the like and subscribe thing, that would be great. Try and get me over the 500 subscribers and prove to my wife that I'm not wasting my time doing this. Now at the bottom of the screen, you've got the waypoint icons. And if you click on those, that's going to tell the drone what you want to do when it reaches that waypoint. So for example, on the first one, if I press that, the camera action is listed as none. So I'm actually going to set it to start record. Now from here as well, I can set the altitude, the speed, the heading, or the gimbal tilt, or the camera roll. So again, I'm going to set that to the camera roll of being 0. I'm going to go back. So on the next waypoint, I'm going to click on 2, and I'm going to change the gimbal roll to I'll go all the way to minus 180. So that should rotate the gimbal as we go along. Then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to click on next, and I'm going to click on go. And now the drone's going to fly out and do exactly the same waypoint mission as it did the first time, but this time it should do the gimbal roll as it's flying. As you can see from the footage, the gimbal did the rotation from 0 to 180 degrees as it went along the pier. Now the third waypoint, the gimbal rotation hadn't changed, it was still set as 0, and that is why it then turned back as it reached the third waypoint to the 0 degrees rotation and didn't stay at the 180. So as I said earlier, there's two ways that you can do a waypoint mission, and the second one is using the maps. So I'm going to go into the map option, and then I'm going to select the satellite view, because that's going to give me a better idea of where I am. Then I can just press on the screen, and that's going to mark the first waypoint. Press again, that's going to give me the second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth one. Now, as before, you need to set up the specifications for each individual waypoint. So I'm going to click on the first icon, and that's going to give me the options for the first waypoint. So I'm going to start the recording, and I'm going to set the altitude to 20 meters. And then the speed, I'm going to leave it as the global, and I'm going to follow the course heading. So for the second waypoint, the altitude is going to be 50 meters, so it's going to climb when it comes to the second one. And this time I'm going to leave the course headings the same, but I'm going to move the gimbal so it's facing down. So on the third waypoint, I'm going to change the altitude again, and I'm going to bring it down slightly to 17 meters, and I'm going to have it to take a photo when I get there as well. And for the fourth one, I'm going to go into the heading, and I'm going to change it from manual to custom. So that'll allow me to change the direction that the drone is going to be facing, even though it's going to still fly along the same path. So change that to 61 degrees. And then when it comes to the final one, I'm just going to bring it back down to 24 meters, and I'm going to have the gimbal changed again and have the rotation and have it zoom in. So you can see from there, I've changed a lot of the settings for the waypoint mission, and the drone hasn't even taken off the ground. So I'm going to save that. And now I'm going to fly that mission. So as you can hear now, the drone's taken off. And you can see that it's flying over to the first waypoint. So it's got to the first waypoint, and it should start recording. So it started recording, and you can see the height now is increasing from 20 meters up to the 50 meters, and the gimbal is coming down. It's going to move across to the next waypoint with the gimbal coming up. And this time the descent is dropping back down. And there you saw it took a photo. And now it's carrying on the same trajectory, but this time you can see that it's changing the aspect of the gimbal. And now it's finally going into the gimbal rotation and the zoom in. So I wasn't happy with the 5th waypoint. So this time I'm going to go back into the waypoint. I'm going to select 5. I'm going to come across and I'm going to change the gimbal tilt back down to say minus 20 degrees. So this time, instead of looking up at the sky, it should look down at the ground and zoom in. So again, I'm going to go back and I'm going to fly that one exactly the same as I did before. Okay, so as you can see, it's going along exactly the same path as you did the last time. And you can see this is where it changed. So now instead of it looking up, it's looking down and it's still zooming in. So unfortunately, there's a guy flying a paraglider up another beach, so the video is going to be shorter than I would have liked to have done. If you did find it useful, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see anything else, again, let me know and I'll do my best to oblige. If you could do the like and subscribe thing, that would be great. And I will try and get a longer video out in the next couple of days, weather permitting and paragliders permitting. Anyway, catch you again soon. Thanks very much.